Okay, so right now I want to look at Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter's energy has been so strong as I've been observing the sky. I know it means something, right? So we're going to look at Jupiter in Pisces. Now, the Western astrology date book, the planetary guidebook that I have, tells me that Jupiter is in Aries, and it's a fucking lie because Jupiter is definitely in Pisces as I look at the sky. So, anyway, our random word and number, it is Rhonda 10. And Rhonda was the name of my first big crush, right? And this was a long time ago. I saw a picture of her not too long ago, and she's still pretty cute. But anyway, Rhonda 10. So we're looking at Jupiter in Pisces, and it's nowhere near Aries, by the way. It's like fucking 25 degrees away from Aries. So it's going to be in Pisces for a while. And Jupiter's energy is like all up in my business. So let's see what we got. So a root card of the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is emotional stagnation and boredom, kind of wishing somewhere that you were not, wishing that you were somewhere that you were not. And above that is the moon. So here we have the manipulation, like this is societal stuff mostly, and like the way that we try to play other people's games. It's kind of the opposite of truth. So we have a bunch of manipulation over emotional stagnation. That doesn't look very good. It's interesting as I look at Jupiter in the night sky, I do feel very inspired though. Like it feels good to me as I look at it. So let's just see what we got going around here on the moon. So if this is going past a future, what we have is the Knight of Pentacles, which is about um, pattern, specifically kind of doing the same thing over and over again. I can see how the emotional stagnation would happen, and a very set pattern could lead to manipulation if your set pattern is based on societal norms, we'll say. Now, as this moves forward, it moves to the King of Cups. The King of, well, we do have the ship that's in the back of both of these cards. I guess it's because they're cup cards. But the King of Cups, from emotional stagnation, this is really emotional mastery. And maybe that's kind of what the whole process is meant to bring out. The King of Cups, he doesn't give emotional energy to anything that doesn't kind of give him at least that much back. And because of that, he's very fulfilled and awesome to be around. So it looks like as this energy moves forward, then eventually the stuff that rains down on us would be more about emotional satisfaction and sort of taking control of our emotional bodies that way. But it looks like it happens through kind of a shitty process. Let's find out a little more about the moon. I just want to see kind of where this manipulation is coming from. And we get a Three of Pentacles. Now, this is a creative collaboration, a group of people that are working together. There is no clear leader. I would kind of take that as society in general, you know. If we're looking at a global thing, then this is kind of the modern world that has come out of all of the individual countries doing their thing. Um, I guess you could also say the globalists, right? Okay, now looking at this, it looks like the thing that is helpful to come out of it would be emotional mastery, but it comes through kind of emotional torment and manipulation. So I guess if you get through this, then there is the emotional mastery. So let's just see how this affects world stuff. Because of all the crazy shit that's happening, and maybe there's always crazy shit happening, but if you add this into the other world situations, we get a reversed Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is the burden. This is the burden that people bear as they're trying to get their shit done, right? When this thing turns upside down, they realize that they have bitten off more than they can chew. So on a global scale, this is kind of collapsing under the weight of what you've been trying to do, which is troubling. I'm assuming this is more of an individual thing, this King of Cups, but let's look specifically at the individual. So in connecting to Jupiter on an individual level, what do we got going on? Six of Pentacles in reversed, Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is heartbreak and betrayal. This is old heartbreak and betrayal. And the Six of Pentacles is giving of yourself to try to do something about it. So here's a ghost. I'm reading this currently as like a ghost of the past. And this is a ghost of old betrayal that probably happened a long time ago. So here we give of ourselves to try to change something that happened in the past. We're trying to help the ghost, but we cannot. So on a personal level, it is apparently bringing up some old betrayals. And I guess through this, we can identify the ways in which we give energy to the shit that we cannot change. And then if we fix that, then we would end up more along a King of Cups. Emotionally stable within ourselves. Okay, well, let's see if there's any other things, any other angles to look at this from. And I currently cannot think of any. So I guess that's what we have for now. This is Jupiter in Pisces. And if you haven't been able to go outside, at least if you're in the northern hemisphere, Jupiter is like amazingly brilliant, and it's like closer to the Earth than it has been for a long time. So it's this incredible thing, and if you do have binoculars or a telescope, you can actually see its moons around it, which is pretty sweet. But anyway, enjoy Jupiter if you can. So that's what we have for now. If you have any other things you'd like me to look at, any other angles, feel free to let me know. And peace.